I'm Jandrea. Okay, ready? Going in.
Oh, hey, Jandrea.
Hey, I'm Jandrea. And I'm Kathryn. And you are watching. And you are watching. Not today. Okay, not today.
Waiting on my moment. Waiting on my old dude met mom.
I'm Jandrea. And I'm Kathryn. And you are watching Belize TV. Today we'll be talking about the Mayans. The Mayans were an extremely advanced indigenous Mesoamerican culture known for their innovative art and science. They were Indian. There's more to it than just another Indian tribe. They had complex calendars and a special alphabet with millions of symbols. You could say that they were ahead of their time, but let's take a closer look at their average life. Did they live in teepees like we imagine Indians living in? Not even close. They actually lived in houses like we do today. In their time, children were a sign of good fortune. When a baby was born, a priest was called to give the baby a sacred name and predict the future. But let's take a closer look at some of their accomplishments. One major accomplishment is that Mayan had an advanced knowledge of numbers. The Mayan system uses only 3 symbols and works based on 20. It is presumed that they counted with their fingers and their toes. They also made amazing calendars based on 2 separate pairs of wheels, together known as calendar round, both tied to a linear count of days called the long count, whose 0 point is unknown mythical event that occurred on August 13th, 3114 BC. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad that we only have to read paper calendars.
I agree.
But last but certainly not least was their pyramids. Wow, they are amazing. The Mayans built 2 kinds of pyramids. Both pyramids had steep steps leading up to a flat top. They are based on 4 triangle sides. Without metal tools, they built the pyramids that were 200 feet high. But only one type of pyramid was designed to be used. The other was designed to be admired. It was designed to honor gods and priests. They used to climb to the top of the pyramids to conduct ceremonies on the steps where everyone could see them. The most important ceremonies were conducted at the very top of pyramids because the ceremonies were held at the top of pyramids. Pyramids had very flat tops.
Living day to day like everything's alright. Every night just one thing on my mind. I'm just waiting on that moment.
Today, while you're spending one-on-one time with me, we are going to be talking about important events that have happened in the Mayan civilization. In 2600 BC, the Mayan civilization began. Soon after, in 400 BC, the earliest known solar calendars carved in stone are in use among the Mayans. Although the solar calendar may have been known and used by the Mayans before this date. In 300 BC, the Mayans adopted the idea of a hierarchical society ruled by nobles and kings. In 500 BC, the Mayan city of Tikal becomes the first great Mayan city. No ideas involving weaponry, captives, ritual practices, and human sacrifices. In 683 BC, the Emperor Patikal dies at the age of 80 and is buried in the temple of the inscriptions of Paling. In 751, long-standing Mayan alliances began to break down. Trade between Mayan city-states declines and interstate conflict increases. In 869 BC, construction increases in Tikal, marking the beginning of the city's decline. In 899, Tikal is abandoned. In 900, the classic period of Mayan history ends with the collapse of the southern lowlands cities. Mayan cities in the northern Yucatan continue to thrive. In 1524, Cortez meets the Itza people and the last of the Mayan people to remain unconquered by the Spanish. The Spanish leave the Itza alone until the 17th century. In 1528, the Spanish under Francisco de Montijo began their conquest of the northern Mayan. The Maya fight back with surprising vigor, keeping the Spanish at bay for several years. In 1847, the Yucatan Maya rises up against the Mexican government, rebelling against the miserable conditions and cruelty they have suffered at the hands of the whites. The rebellion is so successful that the Maya almost managed to take over the entire peninsula in what has become known as the War of Caste. In 1860, the Yucatan Mayas rebel again. In 1910, rampant government corruption leads to the Mexican Revolution. In 1992, a Mayan woman from Guatemala named Rica Berta Menchu, who had lost most of her family to the death squads and known for speaking out against the extermination of the Maya, wins the Nobel Peace Prize.
Okay, Jandrea. Oh, hey, Hannah. Okay, so I finished the calendar.
It only goes to 12/21/2012.
Don't worry about it. I didn't have enough room on the calendar, so I thought we could just make a new one later and finish it.
Fair enough. Hey, what if people thought that the world was going to end because you didn't have a bigger stone?
You'd have to be pretty stupid to think that, though, wouldn't you?
That's it for today, you scholars.
But until next time, it's great to be alive. It's great to be a Belizer.
Have a wonderful day.